Hi, I am Kedger on Two Wheels, and today's topic is going to be Chinese shit. Now here's the deal. Back when the internet started, man, I'm old. No, actually, a long time ago, I wasn't writing even yet. I learned and I found a few stores, and later on eBay when it appeared, from China or Hong Kong, that would sell incredibly cheap stuff. And at that time, that stuff was actually pretty decent. You could feel it was not quite up to par, but it was pretty decent. And it was still a bit expensive. At that time, I started buying flashlights, LED flashlights. I was playing airsoft, so I was literally importing flashlights and then reselling them on the Portuguese market for a tiny bit of profit. Wasn't doing too much profit because the flashlights were still pretty expensive, but I was doing something. I was doing like a 40% markup or something on the price, not counting shipping. So in total I was doing like 20 or 25% profits. At that time they were pretty expensive. An LED, basic LED flashlight was like $30 or something like that. 20, something like that. Nowadays they cost like $1 or $2, the same ones, okay? And the quality has gone to absolute freaking crap, okay? So I'm not going to talk about flashlights, it's not that. It's just that nowadays it's just not worth it anymore. I'm getting to the point where I see anything that I'm going to buy on eBay for a decent price, and then it says from Hong Kong, I just skip over it, seriously. For example, I tried wish.com because they have some unbelievably low prices, and I bought a dash cam for the car, a Russian style dash cam for the car. Why? Because I wanted something that would start recording when the car would turn on and stop recording when the car would turn off. So I would have a recording of the wife's driving, so she could show me what happens for that idiot and the other idiot that did this and that. I thought, yeah, that would be cool. 10 bucks. Yeah, it won't be that good, but what the heck? Let's see what this has to offer. Well, it seems it has to offer very little. I am amazed at the lack of quality of it, seriously. Okay, first off, the plastics, they don't even look like toys, okay? My kids' toys have better plastics than that. Seriously. That looks like something straight out, I don't know, I've never seen that bad, seriously. Only on those really cheap dollar store pretend toys, those things that aren't even toys. Seriously, it's amazingly bad. Construction quality is also pretty horrid. It has a little LCD screen, which is just about as bad as they can get. But the thing that amazed me the most, I was thinking, okay, yeah, so they cut corners here. No biggie, it's inside the car, doesn't really need to be that sturdy. Well, recording quality wise, that's where I was amazed. It's even worse than I have ever imagined. Seriously, it's a VGA cam upscaled to 720p. It records worse than the front camera of any cell phone out there. Records worse than my Nokia 3310, I think, the one with the circular numbers, with the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, records worse than that. It's ridiculous, seriously. I'm going to put a clip in here. Yeah, it is that. I haven't changed anything, okay? It is that horrid. It's I don't get it. It's probably even more expensive to do these old cameras than to actually take a sensor from like a Hero camera, which already does 1080p with a pretty good amount of quality, and stick it in there. That was what I was thinking I was getting. I was really surprised, seriously. I was expecting to get a GoPro Hero 1 quality camera. Why? Because there's so many of them and everyone makes one of those. SG Cam, everyone makes a sensor like that with the lens and etc. So many are done that it is pretty inexpensive nowadays, okay? It is a pretty inexpensive sensor and lenses etc. because there's just, it's like the new lo-fi standard. Is that one that does 720p at 60 frames per second and 1080p at 30 frames per second. That's the sensor camera standard, the baseline nowadays. And they managed to get one that's even worse, and it was probably even more expensive. I just don't get it. Either that, or they were just collecting the junk they had around and made it out of the junk they had around. That's more likely. That's way more likely. It's just and it's not just that. I have been seriously disappointed previously. For example, I got a HID kit for the Qashqai, because the Qashqai has projector headlamps, and projectors generally work pretty well with HID, and it actually works pretty well. Beam pattern is perfect, lighting is perfect, except that the HID isn't actually that much brighter than the halogens. Yeah, it's that bad. It's from Flower Power? I don't know the brand. This is some stupid, poorly translated Chinese name. And yeah, making an HID that weak, that's an engineering feat in itself, okay? That's actually hard. I don't know how they manage, but... And you can feel the quality isn't up to par, so I'm ripping that out and replacing it as soon as possible for something a bit better. And I've had those issues with the HID on the NC700s, where I bought an HID on the NC700 that was actually dimmer than the halogen lamps. Fuck me, that was amazing. And it was green, somehow. Those things are so shoddily made, it's unbelievable, okay? At some points, you have to wonder if they're not doing it on purpose, seriously. Okay, so if it's very cheap and it comes from China, just never mind. Just seriously, skip over it. Helmets? Oh, come on. Let's not get onto that. Any kind of safety equipment that comes from Hong Kong directly, just never mind. Just completely skip it. Okay, the knee pads I bought from China, okay, they fell apart quickly. They were for my son. They looked good, and I thought they were sturdy enough. Got them. He tried it about a couple of times, the ones that were 2 right legs, and then they said, no, it's really like that. They're supposed to be like that. Right, they're both curved this way. That makes sense. That was from Banggood, okay? Okay, safety equipment, don't. Just never mind that. It's just pretend safety equipment, okay? If you want a costume, a party costume, let's dress like a biker. Okay, if you want to ride, Nope. No way. Seriously, nope. The wife tried buying some pretty clothes from China. They were so bad she didn't even show me, okay? I was like, so how was that dress you brought? Just never mind. No, I want to see it. No, you don't. Never mind. Yeah, it's that bad. So, yeah. Unless it's from a reputable company, just skip over it. Seriously, it's ridiculous, okay? And if you do find anything from there that's actually good quality, then spread the word around. Then it's really good. For example, that LED lamp I tried on the KTM, that was actually pretty decent, okay? It wasn't poorly constructed, it wasn't a shoddy piece of crap, okay? It was just because the model itself is bad, because it doesn't really work with projectors, because of the positioning of the LED emitter, etc. But the rest of it seemed to be pretty It did the light, it said outputted the same light as the halogen lamp, and it was white and not some weird color. It was pure white, not some odd color, and it seemed to be well built. So that one, that shop seems to be legit. Okay, I tried one product so far, but that one seems to be legit, and so those you have to spread the word around. The rest don't. And that brings me to another issue I have, is that Chinese shops just keep mailing me saying, hey, do you want to try this and that and this and that? We'll send you for you to try out. Well, seriously, I'm going to start responding. If you send me crap, I am going to tell it how it is and pointing to other reviews, and I am going to start telling it like it bloody is, okay? And making fun of it. And then they take the piss. Don't care. Seriously. Stop pushing shit onto us, okay? However, if you do good things, great. Awesome. I'll show it. If you actually make good products, great, we'll buy it. For cheap, good products, great, we will buy them all. Crap products, go fuck yourselves. Seriously, I'm so tired of that. Okay, yeah, it's like, let's try this one for $5. Okay. Crikey. It's horrible. For example, from Wish, I got a flashlight, 2 flashlights for $2 each. I was expecting really bad. I was actually pleasantly surprised. They're actually decent. They're exactly that standard zoomable LED lamp. Okay, it's bright enough, but nothing spectacular. They're zoomable, they look good, and that's it. They're not really that good, but for $2, I'm very happy with them. What I really wanted was one I call the titanium, because it's titanium colored and was stupidly bright, but that one cost me $30. And my son broke it. So I'm looking for a replacement. That was ridiculously bright. Yeah, parking here, great. It's a wild, wild west of parking here. Look, the truck can't go around. I wonder if I'm going to stay here and just see how that's going to turn out. Ought to be funny. Okay, so yeah, that's it. My Chinese eBay crap rant of the day. Just don't skip it, seriously. It's unless you want a few laughs, because sometimes it's funny how bad it is. Or better yet, get some electronics from there, like a USB Bluetooth music player, disassemble it and be amazed at the crappiness inside. Seriously, you're going to see things like duct taped. I'm not kidding, it's really, 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 really bad. Try disassembling it and just take a look at the quality of build quality, soldering quality, etc. And for comparison, try to get something that broke, okay, from a reputable, like JBL or something, some reputable builder, and try to disassemble that, and then disassemble a Chinese copy, and take a look. That would actually make a cool video. Expensive, but a cool video. Disassembling 2 electronics, the original and the copy, to show you the differences. That would actually be pretty good. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to wait for the truck. That's it. Cager out.